As, you know, the loved ones of Daniel, who gave his life for his country, is it worth it for you?
No. No, absolutely not. No.
He did what he wanted to do.
But he did what he wanted to do. And he was happy and he was looking forward going back to, you know, his brothers over there, like he said, my brothers over there. But to me, as of course, like his mother, I'm going to say no. It's not worth it. It's not worth it because nothing's going to change over there. It's not. We go hope for the best.
I mean, I understand. Like it's like when my brother died. I honestly don't think it's worth it. I'd rather have Daniel here. Much rather him be home than out there. But we supported him, and I supported him, and I helped him, and for him to do what he wanted to do. But I would much rather have my brother back home.
Yeah. I think he said in one of the stories, you know, not to be mournful and don't be sad for him because he died doing what he believed in.
Mm-hmm.
Is that hard for you guys to keep that in focus?
It is.
It's very hard. And he text messaged my son those words. I'm proud of myself. He has in his last text message. I'm proud of myself, what I'm doing.
Very last one, right before he died.
Right before he passed away.
A couple hours before.
Well, I'm very proud of myself for what I'm doing out here.
That's got to make you feel pretty good.
Yeah.
It's hard, you know, that was my brother, but me and him have, we talked about it plenty of times, so like we knew the risk, and so is it worth it? It's really not a good question, because it is worth it in some aspects, as a brother it's not.
Right.
You know, so, but he was doing what he wanted to do. It was the right thing, you know. I would rather have him, you know, at least he goes away with some honor, you know, at least die for a reason.
He got a bronze. He got
the bronze star.
For valor and bravery.
You know, I'd rather have it be like that than like something stupid, you know. So.
Yeah. And you're signing up for the ROTC?
Yeah, I sign up next month for that.
When he was at Fort Knox in boot camp, he would call me, Mom, it's you know, it's hard, Mom. I never gone. He was sleeping in closets. Just like 15, 20 minutes sleep. The boys hide in closets. And you know the high school closets, they were sleeping for
5 minutes.
5 minutes, or they were sleep saluting. They would be sleeping.
Standing up.
Standing up.
It's hard.
It's hard. It's not.
But.
It's not a.
But
what you think, but when you're in it, when you're in the mix, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. You know.
But he made it. He made it. Those are his pictures in boot camp.
Yeah.
And when he got it out of boot camp, he had a big black plastic bag, and we ran out of there so fast. Out of Kentucky, you never.
Yeah.
All the boys.
Yeah, they were all ready to leave.
All the boys. You should see them with all their bags.
Yeah, and
they're like breaking. They pick up their underwears. You know, and they're like, you know, they're really skinny because they starve them to death.
Yeah, he did lose a lot of weight in boot camp.
Yeah, they're really skinny in boot camp, and they're like, let's go. And the first thing he did, he just threw himself on the floor because he didn't even want to use the bed and slept for hours.
They gassed him 3 times.
Yeah.
The first time he got gassed, when he came out of the chamber, he was laughing about it. So they gassed him 2 more times until he wasn't laughing no more.
Yeah. He was.
Yeah, we have on the graduation paper. Yeah, they have like snot like all the way down to like their kneecaps, like it's crazy.
Goes in your lungs.
I thought
he was laughing the first time.
Yeah.
So they made him do it
again.
So they
made him do it twice more.
2 more
That's
times.
how bad he is. He's really bad.
Yeah.
His master sergeant gave this to him because he was pulling good security. He was doing a good job. And
He was really proud of that.
So he was really happy to have this one because like they don't give these away easy, you know. He worked for that right there.
Yeah, it wasn't about the politics for Daniel. It was
about the mission at hand. You know what I mean? Politics doesn't matter, you know. These are people that you're down there fighting with. You know what I mean? We all share a common goal, a mission.
Sure.
No, I'm not scared. It's something that me and him were gonna join together, You know what I mean? It's just I got into the school that I'm in now. But no, it's if we were scared, then we would never join. You know what I mean? So it's not. It's no.
It's not about fear. It's about duty
Yeah.
for the boys. It's about duty, and they've been saying that since they were babies, little kids. You know that was their plan.
Selfless service. You know what I mean?
We love our country.
Daniel was a true soldier
Mhm.
at heart.
At heart. You know, he loved this country. You know, he was not a
It was
perfect.
made for it. Not everybody's made for it.
Mhm.
You know.
He really truly was. When he was here, he was still training, still getting up at 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, still running, still doing his, just like if he was over there, you know, same routine, and pushing this one to go, and pushing me. I had to walk behind him because he would run, you know, his miles in the morning. So it was in him. Yeah, it was truly in him, so.
Hmm. David, you're willing to pay the same price?
Yeah. Most definitely.
It's not even a question, huh?
No.
How do you feel about David joining?
I don't want him to join. I'm going to try to fight him tooth and nail, but I know I really am. I'm going to fight him tooth, but I know I'm not going to. I hope I succeed, but if that's what's in his heart and soul, that's the bad thing about being a mother. You know, everybody talks about the cute little things about being, you know, you have your babies. The bad things about being a mother too, that you have to let your babies go, and he has to make his decision in the end. You know, and I'm gonna try to fight him, but you know, if that's what he wants to do, then that's what he's gonna do, and I just have to support him the same way I supported Daniel. You know, I supported Daniel all the way, so I'll support him all the way. But no, I don't want him to go. No.
Isn't it tough for you to hear?
Yeah. But I kind of knew it already. You know, it's natural instinct. You know, for her to want to keep me safe. I gotta do what I have to do. You know.
They're extremely proud to be
Yeah.
here.
First Cavalry.
It's this is the oldest division in the Army.
Yeah, they were
First
World War
Cav
II,
is the oldest division in the Army.
you know,
Yeah.
bring on the Cav.
Yeah. Very proud. He was really proud. This is my baby right there. He was 6 months older.